live on all of our platforms. We got to do a quick show today. Give you guys a little bit of the wrap up. The Mets are going to be live at 1:10 for today's live stream. Hey Casey, let's do that. That works. Okay. We're just waiting for our other platform to go live. All right, cool. It looks like we are all set. All right, very good. So let's say hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to our live stream right here on the MetsXMFanZone live podcast, home of your everything Mets. If you guys love our shows and would like to get more of our shows, you guys can do so by going onto our website at MetsXMFanZone.org. We give you the most live, ultimate destination of your New York Mets. We're here at Citi Field today, early this morning. We got a early morning game. It's a 1-10 game. We got the Washington Nationals versus the New York Mets. What are we going to see in today's game? Now, if you are bettors and you guys would like to bet into our stat sheets, you guys can always get our cards on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. It gives you all of our betting odds, gives you everything about if you want to bet in today's game. Better lock it in really, really early because it is right now the time is 12:43. Game does start at 1:10, so make sure that you guys lock into your bets really early because we got a great show for you guys. So here we're going to give you guys the matchup. I'm going to go into a little bit of the statistics. I know I might be rushing here in our live stream because the game is going to be starting at 1:10. So I'm going to try to get this podcast going real quick. We had forget it. The traffic coming in here this morning was absolutely ridiculous. So we had to rush in. We had to get up. We had to rush into the studio, get here at Citi Field, so that way we could give you guys the content to post out. But I mean, yesterday's game, the Mets looked okay. Bullpen looked all right. The starting rotation looked okay. The lineup looked all right because we were able to see on what the Mets were doing yesterday, getting that 6-2 win. Looked really, the Mets offensively are very good. Defensively, they're good too. So what are we going to see going into today's matchup? I really do feel, coming off a couple of starts that David Peterson has, because we got David Peterson on the mound and Mackenzie Gore. These are two pitchers to watch out for today. Don't get trapped if you are betting on these pitchers. You kind of have to go with the ties, because the ties for Mackenzie Gore and David Peterson, these are two pitchers that are really locked in right now. David Peterson, in his last 3 starts, he's 3-0. He's probably got the best ERA on this team with a 3.86. All the other pitchers are very high into the 3s and high into the 4s. I'm looking forward to seeing some really good situational pitching in today's game. David Peterson, I have to say, by far is the better pitcher in this matchup. I think Mackenzie Gore is, but if you trap him and get him in when he gives up the fastball, very, very tight situations, he could fold under pressure. Same thing with David Peterson, but I think David Peterson is right now coming off of 2 really good starts that we have seen in his last 5. So I'm really looking forward to what I'm going to see coming out of David Peterson in this matchup. I'm going to put David Peterson as the winning pitcher here because if he has electric stuff, he's going to win. Now, flipping on the opposite side with Mackenzie Gore. Now, we could say that this pitcher has been pretty decent coming off his last start with the New York Mets. He went 8 innings strong. David Peterson went 7 innings strong in his last start. So, 2 pitchers to really watch out. Really, don't get trapped on this. Now the professionals have these two pitchers at 5.5. Now, again, because of on how good both of these pitchers are doing, I would go with the up on both of them. I'm going to go with 7.5 for both pitchers. Again, I am going to put the winning for David Peterson and the loss for Mackenzie Gore. I think Mackenzie Gore, he after the sixth inning, tends to lose control with this fastball, tends to lose control with the slider. However, if I'm going to put with a better pitcher going into this matchup, I'm going to go with David Peterson. That's my guy. So let's go and give you guys the lineup card. And we're going to pick our top three guys for the Mets today. We're not going to have time to do the Washington Nationals. But, I mean, if my producer gets something really, really good, we could hopefully get to see something happen there. So let's give with the situational lineups here. We got C.J. Abrams batting first. We got Lance Thomas batting second. We got batting third, James Wood. Batting fourth, Jesse Winker. I like Jesse Winker if I was going to the opposite team. If I'm on the opposite team, then and I'm going for the Washington Nationals, he's going to probably be my top one because he always gives some really good hitting matchups against us. So he probably would be number one on that list. Then we got batting fifth would be Riley Adams. He would probably be my third. We got Juan Yepes. Then we have batting seventh, Luis Garcia Jr. Batting eighth is Trey Lipcomb. And then batting ninth would be Jacob Young. Jacob Young will probably go as my number two guy. Then let's go over to the New York Mets side. We got batting first, Francisco Lindor. Batting second, we got Brandon Nimmo. Batting third, JD Martinez. Can we close the suite, please? Getting a lot of people coming up here. Batting fourth, we got Pete Alonso. Batting fifth, we got Mark Vientos. Batting sixth, we got Luis Terrarens. Batting seventh, we got Harrison Bader. Batting eighth, Tyrone Taylor. And then batting ninth, we got Jeff McNeil. So, again, if you are going to be betting on here, here's my three top guys that you want to bet for today's game. Now, watch out on Lindor. I think Lindor is having a pretty good season. You know, by far, I don't, I have to say that Lindor gets very snubbed, especially going into the All-Star game. That's a very interesting situation. He didn't get. So far, we haven't heard anything yet. So we'll know. I'll know by tonight if Lindor and Nimmo are going to get in. So let's see what happens on that one. I don't think neither one are. Pete Alonso's in the home run derby. From what I hear, Jeff McNeil is. But I don't know exactly. We had the transcript early this morning, but I was like, wait a minute. Why would Jeff McNeil? First of all, Jeff McNeil, I don't like. I went a little bit optimistic on Jeff McNeil at times. I don't think Jeff McNeil is suitable in my opinion. I don't like him. Just not the guy. Now, let me give you guys some spoiler alert with Pete Alonso. So we are getting word, and we are hearing that Pete Alonso trade proposal is in the works. We don't know exactly what this trade could be projected to be, but we are hearing that the New York Mets and the Houston Astros are looking to make a deal for Pete Alonso. We're hearing that it could be 4 pitchers, 4 top prospects from AAA, and 2 major stars. One would be a second baseman, and we're also hearing one could be a major star coming out of the pen. We don't, again, like I said, I don't know on what the names are yet. We're still waiting for the reports to come in. We're going to be getting, my producers trying to get me that transcript. But we should find out exactly on the players that are going to be named. We should know a little bit more on that. But the Mets are looking to do some cash compensation also as well. So the Houston Astros want to give up a bucket load of people to come over to the New York Mets. Now, from what I heard, that Altuve could come over to the New York Mets and being an outfielder. Again, I don't know on what the logistics is coming in, but as of what we know right now, that Pete Alonso could very well be traded right after the All-Star break to the Houston Astros. Again, this is not a confirmation yet. We're still trying to get some word on this. Hopefully, I'll be able to talk with the Houston's administration over there and find out just a little bit more. I got guys that that work with Houston. I could always get some translation into this proposal. But as of what we know right now, that Pete Alonso could get traded to the Houston Astros. 4 players could be projected to come to the Mets. 2 of them could be pitchers. 2 of them are top stars. So we are hearing on this. We'll know a little bit more later on to the game. We'll probably hear Gary Cohen or Ron Darling talk about it during game time. So hopefully we'll get to hear just a little bit of the logistics on this. We don't know quite yet if David Stern's going to make this big projection move. But I would definitely say if the Mets were smart about this, is to release Pete Alonso after the All-Star break, bring a bucket load of people in, and then if they really would like to, in the offseason, get and bring him back. We're hearing that the contract could go to 6 years at $140 million for Pete Alonso if they're going to do a projected for the in the offseason. Now, it's a matter of where they're going with this. If to be smart about it, I think the Mets would kind of play this safe. I mean, right now the Mets are a half a game into the playoffs. So if we want to talk about the playoff scene, it is a half game. Now, could the Mets keep Pete Alonso to make sure that, hey, we could get a run going for him? It's just right now, being on the Mets, he's holding things up. And I think right now he's holding a lot of runs for this team right now. So could he be valued by the trade deadline? Could very well be that going to the trade deadline, Pete Alonso could get traded here. But I don't see any future with the Mets right now. I think him going elsewhere would take the load off of him. But if the Mets want to reconsider going into the offseason of this year and re-sign Pete, they could very well do so. So that's a little bit on the news of Pete Alonso. Also, if you guys have seen last night's game, the Mets did win 6-2. Looked really good. Bullpen looked really good. Luis Severino pitched okay for the most part. He did get into a little bit trouble earlier in the game of yesterday, but going into today's game could very well be some good positive vibes. Having with Harrison Bader, Francisco Lindor. Go with Jose Iglesias. Getting ready to say Julio. He has been really good for the Mets. I really like on how his offense is and his defense. He's got really good core defense here. So, I mean, this is just what the Mets are planning on doing. The game does start at 1:10. we're going to be ending it real quick. But I really do feel that this is what the Mets got. The Mets got a really good player in Jose Iglesias. You know, the Mets are playing this right now, and I like on what they're doing right now. But let's see what happens. So I would like to thank you guys for watching here on our show today. If you would like to catch your Mets live action, you guys can do that by going to our website. We have the most live ultimate destination. We are finally #1 on Google. So if you guys would like to check it out, go to MetsXMFanZone.org. We hit the 86,000 mark. We got 86,000 live stream subscribers on our platform. I think it's great. We are exploding. A lot of people are really talking about us, which is super cool. I'd like to thank all of our people for doing that. We are #1 on Google. People are searching us. People are liking our content. People are liking the website, which I think is super awesome. Also, just to let you guys know too, when you subscribe to our website, you are getting no pop-ups, no advertisements, no TV providers. You are getting your live ultimate destination for your New York Met live streams. Get away from all these free websites. Our website is the place to go for just Mets. And you could get SNY. It is included in our package. We stream it 24/7 on our live streaming servers. You guys can check it out by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. And plus, we are giving you guys budget-friendly live streams. It gives you not only budget-friendly, but it helps in anybody's situation. We give you guys a $6.99 weekly. We give you a $14.99 a month Met live streams. Every game, no matter where they are, if it's on Apple TV, if it's on Amazon Prime, if you don't have these platforms, you don't have to worry about it. Get rid of all these platforms. If you're trying to get Met games, we are giving it to you. And plus, Fios is fighting contracts with SNY now. So we are hearing that SNY and Fios are having issues. They're looking to have a updated deal. The New York Mets, I was talking with Steve Cohen earlier today, and he's planning on going with another network, and I could possibly be on that network, which I think is super cool. And we're going to give you Mets content. We're going to give you Mets news. We're going to go live on all of our platforms. And by checking it out, I think definitely you guys would enjoy the Met live content. We give you live 24/7 Met streams. We have an app, so you guys can get the iOS app and the Android app. It's a private app. Google and all these apps were trying to censor us. We won't let it happen. So we definitely would like to get you guys to talk about it and get into our platform for your Mets live ultimate destination live streams, and you stay updated with all your Mets news. We do we give you all notifications when games go live, and we give you all emails as well. So you guys can check out our platform by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. We hit the 86,000 mark. We have 86,000 subscribers. Super awesome. And we are now finally #1 on Google for your Met live streams with no blackouts ever. We give you 100% Met games with no interruptions, no TV providers, no pop-ups, no advertisements, and no TV providers. All you have to do is sign up, get a subscription, and just go right into the streams. And it stays live 24/7. So you guys can go and check it out by going to MetsXMFanZone.org for your everything Mets. We'd like to thank you guys for watching here in our live stream today. And we gave you everything that has to do with the betting. So if you would like to get our platform on there, if you would like to get a $5 free play on Fanatics or FanDuel, if you type the promo code MetsXMFanZone1, you get a $5 free play only on a Mets game. It's only 1 day only by going on to FanDuel or Fanatics. Also, if you would like to get my stat sheets for today's game, giving you all the runs, everything like that, you guys can get this on our website at MetsXMFanZone.org. We love you guys. We'd like to thank all of our supporters for watching here, and you guys can check out all today's live games on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. We'll see you guys real soon. Be safe, be well, and let's fucking go Mets.